Hi, this is T. Foxy Wyckoff, and this is Let's Talk Business and Real Estate, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. And you can't talk business without talking real estate. Oh, the Lord will bless your barns, and He will bless your hands and everything you put them to do. The Lord will bless the property in which He's given you. Tune in to Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on the Boss Up Houston Network.
You know what, people? It's your girl, T. Foxy. Wyckoff with Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on the Boss Up Houston Network. You know, we're bossing up over here. I am so excited that you took time out today to come and sit with me to listen to what I have to talk about. This is some good stuff, right? Well, yeah, some good stuff. You know, that wasn't like a question that was an imperative, so I shouldn't have put the right after it. Where faith, hope, and determination comes alive at Lexus Companies. This is your girl, once again, T. Fossey Wyckoff on the Boss Up Houston Network. You got to be catching me on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Listen, we brought a lot of information to you, but there's much more to bring to you as well. So what I want to do is to let you know what I do as a business specialist, okay? So we talked about the insurance, right? So just to let you know that next week we're going to have our builders that are going to be coming in and architects. So that's wonderful. And I said that to say this because in the interim of real estate, there are many components, okay? There's not just the credit. Of course, the credit is the beginning and the major part. Also, there is the real estate side as it pertains to your agents and or brokers. There is also your lenders, okay? Along with the lenders are the title companies, okay? Now, in some states, they have attorneys that are closers, or they may have a closing company, right? Like an escrow officer. But here in the state of Texas, we have title companies, okay? Well, I think let me go back. There are title companies in every state. However, it depends upon the reality of where you are. You may be closing with an attorney, so to speak, instead of an escrow agent. Or you may have a mobile closer that comes to you as well. Now, my job as a business loan consultant and specialist is to guide you, okay, in the process of business, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna this show, it's gonna be short and sweet because I don't want to overrate or overcrowd the information that I'm going to give you, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back after the break and we're going to talk about business, okay? Now, with coming back with the shows, we're going to mix it up. So every week you're going to get something different from the guest, if you will. But what I wanted to do is to make sure that you know what's coming up and to explain some things to you about business, okay? From my perspective, as being in business for over 20 years, we're in 2022, 22 years, right? So I want to give you my perspective, if you will. Remember, I don't know everything, right? So I'm going to give you from my perspective and how I deal with my clients. There are going to be other folk or companies out there that are doing something different, or they're adding something or taking away. But I like to make sure that I am following the basics plus your intermediate and your advanced. So that's what we're going to do. When we come back, we're going to talk about basic, intermediate, and advanced of business. Okay, come back with me. We're going to go for a break. I'll see you shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on device upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 versus Xfinity Spectrum and Cox 400 meg, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 20, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 920 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up,
Stay up.
look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Want to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance. With Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
I thank you guys for returning back. Actually, you're just beautiful people. Listen, we want you here at the Boss Up Houston Network, along with Lexus Companies, to have great feelings and great thoughts, okay? So why don't we start, if you have not, actually just writing your good thoughts down and maybe posting them, so that way you can affirm your thoughts, right? Affirm your thoughts, bring them to life, okay? You are with T. Foxy Wyckoff at the Boss Up Houston Network, Lexus Companies, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. Remember, before the break, I told you that I was going to be talking to you about business, basic, intermediate, and advanced, okay? So I just said, beautiful people, let's have great thoughts, okay? So you're thinking, and you said, Ms. Wyckoff, I've been thinking. One thing that I know about thinking, because I'm a thinker, and the Holy Spirit deals with me as it pertains to like business, you have to quiet yourself down so that you can hear, right? And then those thoughts that you're thinking about business, you must write them down. What I'm going to say to you, I was talking to my mother and I said, Mom, where are your passwords? I thought you wrote them down. She says, yeah, I wrote them down, but I can't get to them. So that got me to thinking, when I come in and I speak with you all, we're not just going to, because I told you some time ago, let's get a tablet and let's journal. Let's write down what we're thinking as it pertains to our business. But because you're having thoughts, and the reason why you're having thoughts, because there are different things that are going on in the world. We have COVID that's not presumptively not leaving. We have this presumptive chaos in the other country. And you're saying, for those of you, especially those of you who are working and have retirement through your job, you're saying, you know, and then you're seeing how it increases and decreases. You're saying, I've got to do something else. So there's this thought. I call a business thought, great thought, a wonderful thought, right? The basic. Write that thought on a sticky, okay? Which is your affirmation. So your thought is, oh, I'm thinking of doing a business. I want you to write that on a sticky, okay? And I want you to post this where you can see it. I don't care where it is. Where are you mostly? Where do you sit? And then guess what? Not just that one in one place. Let's do that same thought, which is your great thought affirmation. Let's post it in different places. Because what's going to happen is repetition. You'll begin to recognize it. It'll get in your system or your DNA to say, hey, I can do this. Okay? Now I want to tell you guys that you can't tell me no, because Jesus Christ, Paul said that, Jesus said there is no, there's yes and amen, So that's what I go on, right? So once you got that great thought, basic. We're talking about basic. The thought, the what, and the how. I'm thinking of a business. The what? What am I good at? Oh, I'm good at cooking. Cooking is very broad. I like pastry. So now, what you need to do, even before you even go and get your DBA, which we're talking about basic now, I want you to start recording yourself, raw videos, right? If you already have some kind of social media platform, I want you to learn how to post those ideas. Now remember, we went from basic, great thought, you post that one thing, and now it's in your DNA. You know the what? Oh, chef, dessert, right? Now you already do it. So you're just gonna record yourself. You're gonna go and get the light that you need, the setup, and you're going to have your phone set up so that you can do those, right? And then you've got to decide how you want to chronologize those or how you want to put it out there, right? Then once you've done that, now these things are presumptively simultaneously. My name. You have your name. Now, basic. We're talking about basic. We need to go and do a DBA, get a doing business as. I know that where I'm from, in Alabama, it is called a business license. Okay, they're relatively cheap. Now in bigger cities, you're going to be able to go and get your DBA. Okay, it's going to be at the clerk's office or it's going to be at the annex building. Okay, go and get your DBA. It's less than $20, right? Because now you have the name. It's very important when you go and you get that DBA or business license. Now you have the ability to apply for your EIN in number, employment identification number. Okay, very easy, super simple. Take you less than a minute. Okay, now what I want to tell you about the basic business, which is DBA and EIN. When you go to the IRS site, okay, you gotta read, it's gonna say EIN, okay? Make sure that you are on the IRS site, because there are sites that resemble the IRS EIN, okay? If you get to a point, you got to pay attention, because I did this. Just moving so fast, one of my clients wasn't even paying attention and clicked on the wrong site. Just putting the information in, because it looks just like the IRS site, right? Shoot. Got ready to hit submit, and it asked for money. My beautiful audience, there's no charge for EIN, okay? When you're doing it yourself. Now, if somebody else is doing it, they may, it's in a packet, so you don't know, but it's actually free, right? Because there are other things that they're doing as well, like an SS4, which is an application for the EIN. Typically, when you have businesses that are doing your, setting up your business, you'll have that application. But it confuses a lot of new business owners, because they'll submit you send you an application, and that's not your EIN, then your EIN comes later. So I really don't do all that. I just go and apply for your EIN, right? Based upon the information you give me. You've gotten your EIN. 1 minute, you have your EIN. You have your business license or DBA. You have your EIN, okay? The next thing to do is to take that to the bank and get you a basic checking account, okay? So that way, the money you make, you know what you're making, you put it directly into that account, you know what you're making. You can actually keep up with that, okay? And it's good to have records. It's good to print them out every month, so that way at the end of the year you have it. I just keep up with my money every month, every week. If I'm getting paid like that, honestly speaking. And you say, well, how you do that? Because you're doing this, you're doing that. I just carve out time to do that. Now, a part of the basic is what I just said. You have to carve out time to do this little stuff, right? You got your EIN, you got your business license or DBA, you have your EIN, you have your bank account. You need to go get business cards, okay? We can get, I like to tell you guys that you need physical, but they're also digital, okay? So just Google. You've got to take time out to Google these things as hi, hello. I have digital as well, okay? So when I meet you, I send you an actual copy of my card and my digital, because on my card, it has no picture, but my digital does. But my digital is very minimum, okay? My card has everything on it, right? The website and everything, right? So now we've spoken about the basic. You say, okay, Ms. Wyckoff, I have made $5,000 in 1 month with the people I know in my family. Okay, basic. Well, now we're getting into the intermediate, because those are what people you know. You've got to make sure that you are protected. So you got to make sure that you're writing out a contract, okay? It could be a very listen, guys, do not think that what you do has to be sophisticated, okay? Don't go and put legal jargon in there, legal language that you don't know. You make a contract out, you get the person's name, their name, your name, the company, what you're going to do, the time, and the price. You sign, they sign. Let them know about the deposit. If it's $1,000 job, it's 50% up. All of that stated in your basic contract, okay? You, however you receive that money, because I receive money via Zelle. on that contract, you're gonna give them a receipt. Now you can do an invoice, or you can actually have a receipt book. I actually do both, guys, because I be in the field and sometimes you receive money and I don't have time to do an invoice because it's on my computer and I don't do all of that. I'll just write you out a receipt, right? But you attach whatever you receive monies to that contract, okay? I know you're saying, oh God, this is gonna be too much. Let me tell you something. You have to do the work, okay? You wanna make the money, you wanna be financially independent, and you wanna have that wealth that we talked about last week, right? So these things you're gonna have to do. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take another break, okay? It's gonna be a very small break. I want you guys to let that resonate, what I just talked about, the basic business, okay? And then we're gonna come back to the intermediate, because the intermediate is getting into the contract, okay? So we'll be right back. Give us about a minute. Thank you. Come back and join me.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com. Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com. Single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com. Are you single?
Thank you for tuning back in. This is T. Foxy Wyckoff with Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on the Boss Up Houston Network. Listen, guys, remember, we talked about basic, intermediate business. Now we're in the intermediate. Remember, before the break, I needed to break to let you guys let that absorb, right? So now we're talking about intermediate. The contract is really a part of the basic, but you're getting into the intermediate, okay? Aspect of business. You've got to make sure you have that protection, okay? You got to state what you're doing and what they're doing. And what they're doing is payment, okay? Now, some of those contracts may be different. It just depends on who you're working with. But remember, my idea that I had gotten through osmosis from somebody who's listening is dessert chef, right? So I gave you some basics, right? So intermediate. Now, okay, you made $5,000 with family. This is what I want to say. I don't care who it's with, okay? I want you to get a contract. So you're getting into the intermediate. Get you a very basic contract, okay? So now we're in the intermediate. We're doing our contracts with everybody because we see that we can make the money. Okay, so now we've made 10 grand. Oh God, you need an attorney. You need an attorney on retainer. let me just say this. When you're starting the business, you really need an attorney then on retainer, okay? If you say to the attorney, well, I want to do this, I want to do that, the attorney will probably give you some pointers, but you got to understand that the attorney will charge, okay? However, you can negotiate with the attorney. The more you do, the better your relationship is going to be with your attorney. By doing your research, by taking everything to the attorney and not having the attorney to do everything, right? Now, the attorney is there for the aspect of the law when things go wrong, right? But the attorney, if you can afford it, is also there to make sure that everything goes right, okay? However, but I'm giving you the basic. And remember, from time ago, I have a law background. Maybe I should have stated that. I'm not a licensed attorney yet, but I do have a law background. About 20 years of law background. 25, I'm sorry, if you will, because I got my degree in pre-law criminal justice, went to law school. Of course, I didn't get finished, but we're working on that now, gearing up for that. So with having said that, I'm very fortunate because I went to school with a lot of attorneys. My mentor is an attorney of 22 years now, and I just have, some of my classmates who actually graduated and are licensed attorneys. So I'm just fortunate, if you will, right? But I want you to interview those attorneys. We talked about this some time ago, but now we're intermediate. You need an attorney. You're making the money, right? Now, I know you say, oh my God, Ms. Wyckoff, I don't want to give all my money away. It's very important, okay? I gave you the story about what happened to a relative of mine. I don't want that to happen to you all. And she was just a DBA. So I want you to be very careful, okay? So you're saying, okay, the intermediate part, Ms. Wyckoff, contract an attorney, okay? Now, we're getting to the advance. The advanced portion of it is you need to be looking at insurance, errands and omission insurance for your business, right? So you have the attorney, you already have insurance. So you're going to call your insurance agent and say, hey, I'm in business. I need errands and omission insurance. E&O is what it's called. And your agent is going to say to you, okay, Mr. Jones, now you need the insurance because you're in business. What is it that you do? You tell them what you do, and you tell them the volume, right? You let them know. They're going to ask you if you got employees, blah, blah, blah. And you answer those questions, and they're going to give you a policy. They're going to say, okay, for your industry, your policy that you have to have is $100,000 a year. And you say, oh God, when you hear that word $100,000, oh, now I got to pay on a retainer and insurance. Listen, the insurance is cheap, guys. Okay? Shop. Okay? If your insurance company that you're with is not the best, you can always shop, right? Because you're not, you're in business to make money, okay? And to keep your money. But you're also in business to stay in business as well, right? So you've got to get your errands and your omission, okay? All right? Those premiums are not high. I had $1 million policy for my medical company, and I paid $5,000 a year. Because within that, I had what we call a workman's comp as well, right? So, because we were hiring, different medical personalities in the medical field, such as x-ray techs, nurses, nurse practitioners, phlebotomists, all kind of folks. So we had to have that. So don't be misguided or dismayed when you hear, the policy is it's $100,000 a year. That's what your amount is for your business, but your policy per year is $5,000 a year, right? So 12 divided into 5,000 is only $100 and some odd dollars. Now, I'm not very good at math, but that's not bad. So what you do is you take the monies. Now you're making the money, right? As I stated to you all before, you're making the money. Always pay yourself. You know that you have your supplies. You know that you have your retainer to your attorney and your insurance. And you have to pay yourself. Okay? Whatever else you want to put in there is totally up to you, right? But now you're insured, okay? And it makes you more profitable. It doesn't matter that you go to, let's just say a Walmart, and you want to do business, and you're just a DBA, but you got all your paperwork together. You have an attorney. You have contracts. You can show what you made because you can go directly to your bank and get it if you don't already have it pulled. And you can show your insurance. So you're doing good. You're more, workable than someone who doesn't have that. Now listen, I've given you this information because this is what we do. We want to help any and everybody who wants to do business. But me, myself, and the guests that I have, we want you to do business properly, right? Because I don't want to see you taken advantage of, right? So today, to recap, we talked about business. Remember, I'm your business specialist and consultant, right? So we talked about business, basic, what you need basic. Remember, it came with the thought. The thought was then put on stickies, that one thought in different places. And then it resonated with you, and you went and you got your DBA or your business license. Then you went and you got your bank account. Okay? Then you went, you made money. You have contracts. Then you went and got your attorney. And then you went and got your errands and omissions insurance. Basic, intermediate, advanced. These things are doable, okay? So I don't want you to shy away from what your goals and dreams are because you're looking at dollar, okay? So I've just told you how the dollar works. It's very easy. You've got to budget. Now you're making money, right? You've got to pay self, pay retainer, take money out for your supplies, and also pay your insurance. That's how it goes. Listen, I enjoyed you for being with me on today. I love helping you. You can always contact me. You can email me. Those things should be displayed. You can call me directly. That should be displayed as well so that I can help you. Now, I can help you as a consultant, or I can help you as a full-fledged consultant, meaning doing your business from A through Z. If you just want to call me and talk to me, I'm going to charge you a consultation fee, okay? But I'm going to give you everything you need, right? I will also give you the contacts that you need as well, okay? Because of my schedule, I just cannot sit there and talk, right? I'll give you some things, but, it's going to be a consultation fee. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want you to know what you're getting because you're getting one of the best. And I love you. So I'm going to make sure that you get the best that I have to offer, which is the best. I have amazing people on staff. I have Christians, or not just say on staff, I'm sorry, affiliates. Affiliates, and they know me and they know my work. So when you are sent to these people, or referred to these people, shall I say, they're going to take care of you. Once again, that's your recap. Business, basic, intermediate, advanced. This is T. Foxy Wyckoff on the Boss Up Houston Network, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. My company is Lexus Companies. We thank you so much for tuning in. You have a blessed day. Be safe and bless someone with your talent, your knowledge, or some money. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Hi, this is T. Foxy Wyckoff, and this is Let's Talk Business and Real Estate, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. And you can't talk business without talking real estate. The Lord will bless your barns, and He will bless your hands and everything you put them to do. The Lord will bless the property in which He's given you. Tune in to Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on the Boss Up Houston Network.